Hi everyone, this is BDevine from BDevine Online and DevineMiracles.com and Teachable and all social media as well. I hope that you're awesome wherever you are. This is a video about the eclipse energy, which is the 14th of October tomorrow, okay, and 2023, of course. And this one is an annular eclipse. So we're going to see the ring of fire. Some places you're going to see it more than others, so check that out. I'm not going to go through all the places that you can see the eclipse, so just go through that. What I'm here to talk about is the importance of the eclipses, right? So this is very, very powerful energy. When we have an eclipse come into this energy right now, it is placing a solid change and complete door shutting of events. That's what eclipses do. Slams something shut once and for all, right? So we're going to go over a few different cards today for it, but I also want you to keep in mind that we have to maintain a high vibration. Do that by monitoring your self-talk, keeping yourself in joy, trying not to focus on the energy of everywhere else in life and focus on you and what you're contributing to this planet. Is when you're in the energy of the highest blueprint that you have, you are drawing towards yourself like a magnet that particular life that you want to see, right? That you're receiving within, right? There's going to be a lot of shifts that are coming for people quite rapidly. If you haven't watched my Akashic World for October, go into it and listen again about what I was talking about the Middle East, and I was talking about this a few weeks ago. Now we have it here, okay? So it was very difficult to not be able to say what I wanted to say. So when I do these Akashic World records, etc., I know that there are some things that I'm not supposed to share, okay? But I can give you hints around about so that you can work things out for yourself as well. I also offer your own formatted reading as a past life reading and a future progression to see what's coming up in the near future. It won't give you an exactness of your future because that's up to you, but I will give you key points to look out for. And advice, spiritual advice. What are your angels saying? What are your guides saying? What are your spiritual light team saying? What do your ancestors say? You know, what is the true message for you? How to protect yourself, how to align yourself, how to connect, how to be supported properly in your abilities as well. And as you trust and accept them, they become bigger and bigger and bigger in your life. That is the only way. There's no way around it. You can't just want to have this big magical experience when you just don't even trust anything. It's not going to work. And it has taken me a very long time to develop, to keep practicing, keep trusting in and just believing before I have to see anything. Every time I do that, I am rewarded. Okay, and now I've got this other portal that's wide open, and it is so powerful. Like, it's just so powerful what's happening. And I'm starting to receive a lot of downloads of information of what's next. Okay, so I can tell you right now, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. 1% of the population is all it takes for change, okay, global change. We're doing that as well. So we have to keep going. We have to be vigilant and not let anything interfere with what we're doing here. So the eclipse, endings to things. Let's see what the angels for the, these are the dominant angels, of course. You can only get these on BDevine Online, all right? All right, dominant angels. And it is still 50% off my tarot course. If you didn't know, do it. We're having an amazing time. I'm still in there with you all on Telegram, and people are just skyrocketing with their abilities. Okay, Archangel Shamuel working with us here. So I'll just read it to you. Archangel Shamuel is with you, spicing up your love life. If you're single, be on the lookout for a newcomer who catches your eyes. If you're attached, you'll feel very in tune with your partner's needs, and you need to set a date to be alone. Follow your instincts and get ready for fun. You're irresistible right now, so use this to your advantage. Always appreciate the beauty that is within yourself and others. Thank you, Archangel Chamuel. Another thing is the way of beauty. And so this is a shamanic technique where you're looking at everything around you as beauty. So if you see someone is horrible and screaming and just, out of control, see the beauty, send the light, send the healing, send the pink energy towards that person, that they're smothered in unconditional love. We put honey on, energetic honey on people who are negative, and that tends to really work as well. Sweetening people up, etc. It's if we see beauty in our nature, in the things that we have around us, then we start having that reflected to us also. There's too many people that compare themselves with each other, and that, when that happens, comparing or jealousy, it turns to hate. And all of a sudden you are hating someone, and that someone hasn't even done anything. It's just been your mind playing tricks on you and spiraling, etc. So we have things as we walk through life, we just see the beauty. We try not to pick on all the little things, about people, situation, places, whatever it is. We try not to pick on all of these things, right? We try to feel the emotion of beauty in our life, like everywhere we go, everything that we do. So oh gosh, sorry, angels are here, connected in with this energy. The angels are around, oh my guides. My sign is an itchy nose, of course. It would be an itchy nose, in public and all that kind of stuff. But it's itches, like tickles, and that's, how I asked to give me a sign when they are around, and that's what it is, unfortunately. So I always know, it always comes in. It's almost like they've got a feather going, I'm gonna make a sneeze, Okay, raised eels coming up as well. All right, whenever I see raised eel around, I know that serious business is happening as well. Okay, so raised eels here with you as a time of unfolding puzzles and secrets. Sometimes this can be puzzles about the family or things that you've just always wanted to know. Some overdue explaining might be done this week. You may find something that was missing a long time. Declutter the home and pick up any coins you find on your travels. Making plans for that holiday as well. See how it's talking about finding the beauty in yourself, and a lot of excitement around as well. It's like for some of us where there is a vacation, but it doesn't mean that we're literally going anywhere. It's talking about taking a vacation from your problems, or, trying your best to pull up and away from this energy. Trying not to get dragged down by the news and the current events and this, and they're fighting over this and that and the other and what's happening. Please don't get your head overthinking and frightened. Okay, that is not the way to win this energy at all. We have to focus on what we want to see, and it has to be an emotion also, right? What we want to see, it has to come from here. You have to close your eyes. You have to give yourself 5-10 minutes a day of visualization of, what it would be like to live in a peaceful earth. What is that going to look like? Is it going to be fair? Of course it would be. Is it going to be everyone coming together? Absolutely, it has to be. So we can't control what the journeys are on some other people's lives. Innocent people being killed and things happening like this. We can't control the journey, okay? We have to remember that, as hard as it is. I often tell you the story of my youngest son, and he couldn't be with me, and it was back and forth, and I was really angry with the angels, and it went on for a really long time. And, Archangel Michael said, this is not a punishment to you, what is happening right now. This is not a punishment to him, what is happening right now. This is part of both your blueprints of life, and his especially needing to be there right now. For whatever reason, it wasn't about, the angels are not listening to me and I'm not getting my own way, so therefore they just don't listen and they just listen to other people and they don't listen to me and poor me. It wasn't about that. We have to remember everybody's, process, everybody's journey, everybody's situation. Everybody is on their blueprint, on their journey of life, right? And what it is for you is different to your children, to your parents, to your siblings, to your co-workers. We can't all have the same journey. However, we are all intrinsically connected with each other. For whatever reason that we have met or connected or we know each other or whatever, we're part of the same soul group that came in to be the way showers to the others. Some of you have come in and you're the newer ones, so you need to get all this information down. You can't, right now you're too high, high frequency. You need to make sure you can really master your grounding and your techniques and your protection, because you've got a lot to show as well. It's like some of the younger ones want to be a manager before they've even done a day's work, right? We know that. So the same with spirituality. People want to get right to the top without realizing what it takes to get there and why it takes that time to get there and what lessons you're learning, etc., etc. Okay. So I feel from Raziel in this particular instance, a kind of like a sternness in watching yourself, right? Watching what you're doing and picturing what you want to see, not what you don't want to see, and stop being involved in all this other, that's how we know what's happening. We know what's happening. And I can tell you right now, there's also going to be a complete change as well. A complete change, a complete turnaround, right? Things are shifting, right? Let me see if I can do something. I thought I could share. Okay. I wanted to share what was out my window, but I don't think I can. Hang on. Never mind. Okay. All right, what else we got here? I'm going to use the Conscious Spirit deck as well. So everyone's having a nap. So the sons are here. So our son from Texas is here, and Bobby's having a nap. He's having a nap. Corey's having a nap. The dogs are having a nap under the table. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go make a video then. Anyway, okay. What do we need to know? This one. At day's end, rest. I find peace in nature, resting my body, mind, in order to connect to spirit. Cats were just out the window. Archangel Michael, of course, there he is, look. I'm grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings into my life. Reach for your dreams. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence, right? Every one of these pictures, every single person, or each of them, if we look, they've got their eyes shut, okay, in every single one, because they're focusing on where they're going, focusing. And now they've got their back to us like this. Sun goddess, celebrating each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun, right? In each of these pictures, it's like finding peace and understanding in the beauty around you, as I talked to you about before. Reaching for your own dreams and goals does not include the worry of everybody else in it. People don't care. They're too busy with themselves, right? Or they're busy gossiping about others, or they're afraid of everything, or they're complaining about everything. So if you're trying to get away from all of that drama, then this is where the focus is. What we do is we understand that, we have all of these different timelines. So your past lives, I talk about past lives, it's just different timelines that are actually happening now, and we're looking into them. Right? It's happening. This is why it's interfering a lot of the times with what life we're acknowledging now. So we're acknowledging this life now as the life that we're more aware of, right? But there is future timelines as well. And those are multiple threads, okay, of the future. But what we want to do now is we're learning to merge in with our future self, which knows everything, which has everything, which is focused in the right way. If you wanted to start teaching people something, then you're already that teacher. That's what I mean about it. If you want to start to do some more spiritual work, you've already got it all set up. And so when you merge with those timelines and you just draw them towards you like a magnet, this is something I was teaching this morning to one of my clients, is we don't have to keep going towards our dreams in this way. What we need to do is we need to bring them towards us in the here and the now, in the present timeline right now. We're like a magnet to it all. The only thing that stops that from happening is you. The only thing that blocks all of those things from happening is you. So it's going to be a matter of being in full acceptance and alignment of this future self that you want, and you're drawing this towards you, right? You're celebrating things, like it says here, being the creator of your own dreams, celebrating the healing energies, grateful for the strength and the courage Archangel Michael's bringing, finding peace, look at all these words, finding love in everything, finding beauty, surrender, alignment, connection, protection, forward movement. And this is what's always going to be happening. This is what you're always going to see from me: progression, forward movement, new teachings, new understanding, new realizations, whatever predictions are out there and things like that, and I've had to do this very, very carefully with my spiritual light team, because people out there will hold you to every single word that you say instead of thinking for themselves as well. And I don't want to limit anyone's belief or, whatever they're doing. But I can tell you one thing. If you want to open up your abilities, okay, so maybe there's one or two things. If you want to open up your abilities, if you want a peaceful life, if you want to erase worry, if you want to stop stressing and having anxiety attacks and all of these things, if you want to find the right relationship, if you want a lot of money to come into your life, if you want a new focus, if you want all of your clairs to open, if you want to be a medium, if you want to do ghost hunting and then clear the energy, whatever you want to do, you can't do it. You cannot do it if you're seeing and then believing. You have to believe and then you will see. You have to let go of fear and allow the divine to come in and help you. And you have to do this sometimes in the hardest situations. I had one lady not so long ago say, well, if you walked a day in my shoes, obviously you don't know my story, because I have walked a day, 1,000 days in people's shoes. Nothing has been very, very easily presented to me in my life at all. I know why that is, right? So I'm not saying that, life was easy for me, so it's easy for me. I know how hard it is to remain strong and vigilant in the face of adversity after adversity after adversity, right? And what you do is you take charge of even those instances as well. You call in the Lords of Karma to remove anything that's blocking you from forward movement, fears, worries, concerns. You work with someone like myself to help lift that trauma out of your body that you're not noticing. You're saying, oh, it's not that. It's not that. And it is that. Usually it's something that you're just like ignoring about. And it can sometimes be the smallest things that can stop you for a really long time, right? And then people, what happens is they get a big, sort of like they become needing people's attention all of the time, to validate everything that they're thinking, feeling, saying, doing, presenting all of the time. That is not a spiritual pathway at all. You know, if I was waiting for thanks all of the time, I would never get anything done. No news to me is good news. If someone says, thank you so much for my reading, that was awesome, that's a bonus to me. You know, luckily a lot of people will always just be very grateful or whatever. Otherwise I wouldn't be in business if I wasn't very good at it, right? So, but it's like, you know, these people with the ego, you know, it's really, really lowering, very low in frequency. You know, it's you do not need to be constantly, I mean, even the angels and your guide, they're not going to constantly validate who you are, what you're here for, what you're doing, how great you are at readings, how great you are as a psychic or a medium or whatever you are. That's not what it's about, right? It's about giving the truth from your heart. That's what makes you awesome. And you don't need anybody else's fanfare for that, right? You're just doing you. That's what you're doing. And then all of a sudden you're just gaining momentum. It starts happening, right? Remember that if you were to look at somebody who you considered to be very, very strong and connected, someone who you considered to be abundant and wise and all of these things, someone who you consider has all the answers, why do you think that is? Do they cater to everybody? Do they send out a survey and say, what do you think about me? You know, what do you think about this? Right? Constantly though. I'm not just talking about feedback from some course you've done or whatever that is. That's different. But constantly having to have this support is a problem in the society today. And it's pulling people away from what we can actually do and what we can actually manifest, you know? So when you see strengths in somebody else, why is it that you admire that, right? Why do you admire that at all? So I am going to also do these little spirit guide cards. Hang on a second. All right, little spirit guide cards. We have Mary Magdalene, the teacher awakens here. Look at that. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Okay, Mary. Katumi with the cloak of wisdom. I've talked about Katumi before. He asks you to stay really focused as well. And you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Okay, open yourself up to all that is. All the answers are there, I'm telling you. Right? One more. Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. I told you. Pilot, hang on. Pilot, you want to go out? Can you see? Is Marshall out there? You want to go outside? All right, everybody, just one sec. Right, so, of course, I had to let Pilot out because he heard... Oh, here comes another one. Grandma Jones. See, they hear the boys. at the door out there. Have you finished? Have you gone lie down somewhere else? Okay. Is he this way? Is he this way? All right. Oh my God. Let's get there. Okay. All right. So the last thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to close my eyes, just give a message from the angels for all of you. All right, let's go. Dear ones, it's time to awaken to all that you can be, see, do, or have. All it takes for you is a soft vision and an emotion of success to open up a whole new way of doing things. It is time for each one of you to step into who you were here to be, who you were born to be. That energy is already within you. You just have to learn to access it and open it up more completely without having any fear. Fear is always going to block you, your emotions, your dreams, your desires. It's going to stop you from having everything that you want. It's going to limit your abilities. It's going to make you unwell. It's going to bring your body energy into that of fear, which is into that of darkness. It is time to be in great strength, in numbers, and be focusing in the same way. Not exactly, but in the same way. And that is with happiness in your heart, with light placed in the dark corners of the world, with asking for assistance in the places that are war-torn at the moment, asking for assistance for that to be straightened out, for that to energy to flow into a loving flow, for this to change very quickly. And if all of you can start doing this instead of worrying and increasing that energy, then this can change very rapidly. There will be a lot of changes coming up in the very near future for depending on where you live, where your location is. So you will need to follow your intuitive guidance the whole time, and you will be exactly where you need to be. All of you are beautiful beings of light, and you need to allow the universe to guide and assist you more completely. Opening up your heart, opening up your mind, opening up your soul energy to a higher dimensional frequency. Bring this towards you instead of chasing towards it. And this will magnify, and you will be able to download information a whole lot easier. Each one of you are on your own journey. Make sure that you remember this before you go ahead and feel angry towards somebody else for their journey. That is their journey. It is their lessons to learn. And some people know not exactly what they do. Some people believe that they are entitled. Some people believe that you should be worshiping who they are. You use your own discernment and judgment with what you need to do in your life. Activate within you all the multiple strands of your lives. Activate within you all the future possibilities that you want for yourself. Know that you are loved absolutely, unconditionally. And you need to be very vigilant in your protection, in your declaration of protection. Open up to the connection with your spiritual light team, loved ones, ancestors, angels, dragons, elementals, higher self, source energy, all that is. Great spirit. Whatever you like to call that higher power, it is there, it is part of you. It is time to walk tall, knowing that you are special, you are divinely gifted, and that it is your time to shine. And we send unconditional love and support to each one of you. This is Archangel Michael and the angelic realms. So this is why I can never give up. I am constantly reminded of doing that. No, just you cannot give up. You must keep on going forward. You cannot let the fear win. Even in the face of adversity, you have to keep on teaching. You have to keep on sharing, even when people don't like it, even when you're crossing a boundary that someone doesn't like. You just have to keep on being in your heart space, in love, and keep right on going anyway, right? This is the best way forward for all of us. We are all in this together. It was about time we start learning this. It's more about just doing these little card readings and things. To me, it's a whole lot more. If someone can heal from a card reading, then there's no harm done. If someone is just living their life for cards, that is ridiculous. You have to take the lessons that you're learning from whatever it is that you're doing, apply them to your life so that you can grow your skills and abilities and you can get the things that you want rather than living in hope or wanting of something to change for you. So the eclipse energy in itself is going to be very powerful. Okay, know that you keep a list of things that you wish for as well to magnify that energy for the eclipse. That you also, if your doors slam shut, let them stay shut. Okay, don't try to force anybody to like you or anything like that. Trust that you have all the abilities of the universe flowing through you as well. And it's time for a shift. This shift is going to bring great change. Okay, I know we're all doing it, but we may have to do some kind of live meditation or something as well to really shift it. So I hope to see you before. I hope to see you before the 28th of October, where I'll be doing the Halloween, and see if you can guess what I'm going to be this year. Of course, I'm going to do it all myself. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, and I hope to see you at some of the courses as well. But until then, wishing you every happiness, and bye for now.